What is going on, everyone? I am DeFi Sean. That is Mr. Pixel, and we are back with some more Moon or Dust trending. And before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe button, share button, repost button, whatever button you have to hit to push this as far as we can. Hit that button. And remember, guys, when you're watching the stream, we're streaming across like 7 different platforms. My YouTube channels, Moon or Dust's YouTube channel, Squid Grow Joe's YouTube channel, all of those same YouTube channels, but their X accounts. Twitch. Now we're streaming on Telegram. So there's a multitude of different places that we're streaming from. So yeah, just always like to point that out. Sometimes people get on and they're like, oh, you only have 30 viewers. That's just in one of those 7, depending on whatever platform they're watching. So I always like to kind of point that out. And thanks, Mr. Betzel, always reposting the stream. Anyone else watching, go ahead, repost the stream. Again, let's get it pushed as far and wide as possible. And yeah, what's up? What's up, Mr. Bitzel? Happy Thursday, and Mr. Pixel. How's it going?
Good, man. Good. Excited awesome. For another trending show today. Just getting ourselves live over here on Telegram, waiting for that to kick in. Not sure why it's not kicking in right now, but hopefully it'll rectify itself. But I'm working on that over here. But yeah, excited to do it for another one. Looking forward to the Christmas here coming up very soon. And yeah, looking forward to hopefully the market taking a turn beforehand if we get this thing passed. That's the main thing. We're just hoping. Nice. Come on, let's get this thing, locked in to some degree here or something. Let's hear some good news on it. But hey, we'll see. But yeah, happy to be back for another trending day. How about you?
Want to see some I want to see some good news for the hopefully for some good old Congress getting some stuff done, getting some legislation passed. I know a lot of them are really pushing the Senate to get that crypto market structure bill passed. And again, guys, it's a big one. It's gonna probably get some good liquidity in the market. There's another bill that they want to buy $1 million in Bitcoin and continue buying. There's another bill that they want to make sure that they put it in the bill that the SEC in no way, shape, or form operates within crypto. There's a whole bunch of stuff. And of course, it's Congress we're dealing with. Will any or all of that pass? Who knows? But for the first time, crypto is a real part of the mainstream topic of conversation, which is good for all of us. And we'll get there. Again, it just doesn't make sense. Fear in the market's at 29. It's slowly going up. I mean, it hit double, it hit 10 or maybe even single digits. So it's slowly creeping back up. But 29, fear in the market's just crazy for the fact that there's literally nothing happening, nothing going on other than just, I don't know, people are scared.
Yeah, and I think there's a lot of like geopolitical stuff that's going on too that's kind of scaring, and not just even specifically, I guess, financial, but just on the world stage, I guess. So that's certainly not helping for sure. But
no,
hey,
we'll
keep weathering the storm here. Keep the sun.
Yeah, geopolitical, macroeconomic, all that stuff is going to be, I think, a heavy factor in crypto moving forward. Because, like I said, I don't think that traditional 4-year cycle is going to go anymore. And a big part of that's going to be your macro news that hits daily and different things like that. That'll be, I think, a big part of what Bitcoin, the altcoins, your meme coins, all that do. But I'm pretty confident we'll be 2026 is going to be a good year for crypto.
Oh, yes, we need it. We certainly need something. Some good turn up here in the market. Hopefully after Christmas be the best New Year's gift we could get, huh? All right. Who we got in the house? So yeah, Mr. Bitzel is in there. Keltex, welcome. Who else we got in there? Ed, our boy Ed. Welcome back, guys. Of course, like Sean said, we're across multiple platforms. We're across YouTube, we're across X, we're on Telegram now, we're on Twitch as well. Soon to be Rumble, I'm sure. And anybody that's watching right now, of course, this is going to be a live trending show. So in order to be featured on the bot, you first need to install it. So what you do is you go to moon-or-dust.fun. We're going to be breaking down the top 5 here. You basically get your community to vote on it. Oh, that's mint. Sorry, moon-or-dust.fun. There it is. And you can install the bot at that place. We're going to be breaking down the top 5. Of course, you get into the number 1 spot. We do a little more deep dive. We encourage any developers or community representatives to come on as well, and let the audience here as well hear it straight from the horse's mouth. And here it is, the website. You just go to get trending up here, add the mod trending bot. It'll prompt open your Telegram. Just do that, add it into the group, give it the admin permissions, and it'll start popping up. Get your community voting in there and get into this top spot right here, into the top 5. There's also paid options that you can use. You can boost your token either through a multiplier, which will give you 1.2, 1.5, or 2x on your votes. Lasts for like an hour. And then there is also, you can boost your way right into the top 5, the top 3, or straight to the number 1 spot. So, get the bot installed. It doesn't cost you anything to do it. But if you want, like I said, you can boost your token. But if you got a super bullish community, get it in there and get your community voting and be featured on the show. 5 days a week we go live across all those channels, like I said, and this time every day, Monday to Friday. So it's never too late. We go live every week. Too much, some might say. No, I'm kidding. I think we're gonna have to hire some new people so we can cover the weekends too, Sean. Or
I know, right? Hey, we'll get there.
We get there.
Lunar Dust Media is going to be taking over, and we'll talk some market news. I also have a little announcement to make on something we're doing here that's pretty exciting. So we'll get to that here shortly.
Yeah. All right. Well, So get the bot installed, everybody. And if anybody from any of these communities right now, as you see here, Kurumi, Fapcoin, Biokrypt, and we're Mooner Dust and Infinion over here. So if any of these communities are willing to come over, I know we've been trying to get Kurumi to come on, but like I said, they're Japanese outfits, so it's been a little difficult with the time zones and stuff. But hopefully someday we'll get there.
100%.
All right.
They'll get promoted. All right, guys, let's kind of get things going. Let's see where we have Bitcoin trading at. Bitcoin's at 91. It was actually at 89 a little while ago. So shot back up 91. Nice and consolidated is what we want to see. Ethereum up a little bit to 3.2. Where we got BNB dropped into the 8s at 879. Dogecoin at 13. So everything's just been nice and stable these last couple of weeks. We had that crisis. It all dropped. Bitcoin, don't know if it went below 80, but it was definitely right there. And then it's kind of rebounded, just kind of been hanging out between 85 and 95 pretty consistently since then. Ethereum has been consistently over 3,000. So good to see that. Let's hop on over. Oh yeah, so this isn't really like this is something I guess for you, Mr. Pixel. I saw this earlier. Disney has invested $1 billion in OpenAI and signing a 3-year deal that let users create Sora and ChatGPT image content featuring more than 200 Disney Marvel based on Star Wars characters starting next year. So it looks like Disney's going to be giving the rights to Sora and ChatGPT that we can start creating images.
Yeah, so I believe. I think. I've had a little look into this. So what I believe is happening right now is what basically is people like the way you have those fan fiction movies and stuff people can make. So basically, I think now via whatever Disney is going to produce here, I guess it's their way of getting into the AI market. They're going to allow people to create their own Disney shorts and this and that. So basically, Disney have become so creatively bankrupt. They're now basically going to hire you to
make content for
them with the IPs that they bought, that they've milked so dry now that they can't milk them anymore. So they're going to just get you to do it for them, and they're going to charge you for the privilege. So enjoy the AI slop Disney about to start producing here very soon, guys. But hey, it's interesting. Hey, I could be wrong. I might be totally wrong about that, but that's my thought given Disney's recent track record and how they absolutely just bastardize and destroy franchises, beloved franchises, over and over. So I'm not expecting anything. This should make the fucking the actual stock tank, in my opinion, but probably not.
I wonder because it kind of doesn't make sense that why would they give that property over to let people make content with their IPs unless like you said, they're kind of trying to use it for whatever reason. I don't know. That's a good take on it. I honestly didn't know what to think of it. To me, it kind of looked at it as just another thing. I didn't even think about it from Disney's point of view. I was just kind of looking at it as just another sign that AI isn't going anywhere, that it's just going to keep getting bigger and bigger. Now it's even letting people now have access to IPs because a lot of times you'll go to create an image on ChatGPT and you can't because trademarks and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So from an AI standpoint, it's just AI just getting bigger and bigger. One step away
I'm curious
Terminator.
Yeah, right. I'm curious how that rollout's going to look, though. Is it like everybody that uses ChatGPT is going to now have access to all the Disney IP to be able to create on it, or is it going to be like Disney would have their own in-house, quote unquote studio software where like these would be integrated and these different AIs could be, within that, then they would have access to the IPs. I don't know. I guess we'll have to see how that's going to work. Then they'll probably charge you a subscription for that, and then whoever makes the best AI content video this week gets featured on Disney Plus. Everybody, Disney Plus Shorts coming to.
There you go. Free content for them, like you said. Let's see. Mm-hmm. Trump says the stock market just hit all-time high and blames fake polls for not crediting his economic records. That's why it sounds like a Trump comment. Did the stock market hit an all-time high today?
I saw that. I
didn't even realize that.
Yeah, I saw it, but
let's see what else we got. Is Michael Saylor quietly building a Bitcoin-backed central bank? No telling, but that guy might end up being the first trillionaire. Forget about Elon Musk or any of these guys. He is building the biggest treasury of Bitcoin ever. And when Bitcoin really does, like we all think it's going to go into the $1 million, $2 million per coin, stuff like that over the next 10, 20 years. And they hodl that supply they got, they're going to be worth, strategy is going to be worth a lot of money. Let's just say that.
Right.
Let's see. What else we got? Anything good? Daquan faces sentences in the U.S. over Terra Luna. Again, 2022, the Terra Luna crash. The last time we had this much fear in the market. And again, it made sense that we had that fear in the market. It made complete sense. Everything was crashing. Centralized exchanges going up, bankrupt, stablecoins depegging. So yeah, it's crazy that our fear level is equal to that right now. It's crazy to me. Yeah,
there's so much going on with it, dude. There is so much going on with it. At this
point. Not seeing anything huge.
Yeah, I feel like everyone is just kind of waiting for this to drop here before it, because you can't know at this point when you're this close to it and you're being told it's this close. No one's going to make any substantial moves right now, like massive moves. There's lots of rumor and lots of this and that, but everybody's just I feel like everybody's kind of keeping their cards close to their chest right now, waiting for this to happen, and then see the opportunities it presents when it does.
I know a lot of people are not launching. I've talked to people. I know a lot of people aren't launching tokens. There's other people launching tokens that kind of have utility and potential revenue like we have that are keeping things separate because it's so close. You can't just, launch something and just, say we'll figure it out later because, saying that in 2021, you just kind of knew it was going to be a while before anything would happen. But now it's right there. Like regulation is coming out sooner than later. And I think a lot of people are in the altcoin space and all that stuff is really waiting to see what happens. And then I think once that clarity comes, I think, again, you're going to start seeing movement into Bitcoin, altcoins, meme coins. Once everything is clarified on what's allowed and what's not, I think you're going to start seeing some crazy liquidity on the market. We got over 3 trillion right now. A few years ago, 2 years ago, when we were in like the middle of the bear market, we weren't even at $1 trillion. So it just goes to show you, like, I used to do the daily market updates almost every single day, and it wouldn't even be in the trillions. So it's come so far, and it's just going to continue to get bigger. But yeah, nothing huge in the market I'm seeing.
Yeah, and that's the thing too, right? You got to remember you're always kind of really only looking at firsthand on the macro level, but when you look at it, even over the lifespan of crypto, it's like been exponential growth, right? So you can't deny that either. Yeah, it's in a little, shaky turn right now, but like we said, it's expected, given the geopolitical landscape and waiting for this regulation to come in and all that stuff. So yeah, time will tell, but it's certainly interesting. It's to try and exactly predict how this rollout is going to go is, shit, near impossible. The
Yep,
cycle is
yep.
over as we know it. I know we've been saying it, but it's a fact, I feel.
But yeah, let's see. We got some Lunar Dust fans in the house. Let's see who's in the chat. Who wants some Lunar Dust news? Chat's a little quiet today. I noticed. Unless it's me.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. Yeah, I think they're just people are just taking in some of the knowledge that's been dropped.
I was about to say it could vary. Sometimes these chats freeze. Perfect example. I know it didn't happen, but it has happened. Perfect example on, we're trying to get our chat right with Lunar Pup, and just goes to show you, YouTube even has issues with their chat. It's not as simple as people think it is to create just a normal chat. So yeah, I know Calvin Strixie. He's been working overtime to try to get that chat taken care of, because again, it's not as simple of a deal to create the chat as you think.
Yeah, no, it certainly isn't, and every chat does have its issues, no doubt.
So Ed asked,
revenue from Lunar Dust. Oh yeah, sorry.
So okay, let me say it like this: it's hard. I don't want to say what we're going to do, what we're not going to do. Markets are going to dictate it. So I have years of comparison. So I've had crypto on calls for 3 years now. If the market's good, if there's liquidity in the market, everything's right. Easily 20 to 40,000 in revenue from videos, from ad space. Something crypto on calls did not have was a trending bot. I've been around a handful of trending bots in my day and seen how much money they can make. But yeah, in a bull market, in an altcoin season, easily should be making 20 to 40,000 per month. Based off of my figures with crypto and calls and what I've kind of done and witnessed in the past. That's about all I can really go off of. It's just so hard to really say. Again, how much does Lunar Dust take off? The bigger the Lunar Dust show is, the more we can charge for ad space. The trending bot, pretty confident that's going to be something that takes off. We're going to keep spreading. We're offering something unique. YouTube, X, now we're everywhere. You don't see any trending bots giving the exposure that we give to the views and to the channels that we give it on. So yeah, I would say low end 20,000 in revenue per month. And now keep in mind, for the most part, the revenue itself is profit because it's a service. But with that being said, there are operating costs with Lunar Dust. So 20,000 is close to profit because again, the services themselves are free. Take out the operating costs, so it'll be a good profit margin that we have going. Which, if you're in the crypto marketing game, it is a lot of profit. Also, we're going to be introducing another layer. So we have Lunar Dust trending. We have the ads on Lunar Dust. We have the Lunar Dust trending actual show. And now we're going to be adding Lunar Dust reviews. So kind of like how if you go into crypto on calls and you see all of my reviews, I've probably done 500 plus of them now, all my token reviews that we put out there. So on the Lunar Dust YouTube channel, we're now going to be starting doing, probably maybe even as of tomorrow, we're going to start doing Lunar Dust reviews, we're calling it. So we'll start doing token reviews because at the end of the day, that's your typical YouTube marketing avenue. And we decided we want to keep that marketing avenue open because, people are creatures of habit. They see crypto game show, ad space, kind of foreign to them. It's normal place for your normal network television, but not necessarily in crypto because there are really no other game shows. So we also want to open up another avenue. And guys, we're just laying the groundwork. So when we start having those fresh token launches and clarity and everything start coming back in the market, we know there will be. Lunar Dust is going to be primed. Like I said, we're going to have our deal with Fluence. It's a partner of mine that I've worked with crypto on calls forever, years now. They bring me a lot of my videos. For people that don't realize it, it is a big deal partnering with them. Tyler Hill has built a hell of a brand, and his deal flow is insane. Like I said, it might be 80% of my YouTube token reviews come through them. So, my relationship with them obviously opens up the door for us to be a client for them for Moon or Dust as well. So we can start getting some Moon or Dust videos sold and different things like that. And yeah, with that being said, let's kind of move on to our next news. So let's bring my screen back
More
up.
news. Wow.
More the actual news. That was just me going on a soliloquy.
It's all
about
good.
Everything we set up.
Yeah, no, for sure. And that's good. And I just going to tee off that here real quick before we do go into that. The Moon or Dust NFTs are live right now, and you can go and pick one up at mint.moon-or-dust.fun. The revenue Sean is talking about there will be part of the revenue generation for the NFTs, of course, as well, which is one part of it. And then, of course, you have the trending bot. And what Sean just said there, he's adding it's going to be Moon or Dust reviews, which will be, just like his token review videos, but they're going to be kind of under the Moon or Dust umbrella now. So it's kind of bringing that all in-house. And the Moon or Dust NFTs right now is only going to be 250 available ever. So you want to go and pick them up right now. It's up until the 20th is going to be your opportunity. At 100 sold, we do a 5 Solana live burn and earn of mod token. And the rev share currently sits at 5%. Once we sell 100, it's going to rise to 10%. Then once we hit 200 sold, we want to do a $3,000 Moon or Dust Christmas special. Where Sean would be hosting and some lucky NFT holder would take on the whales. So every NFT you hold would give you a slot on the wheel to be spun.
I just want to clarify. In order to have that episode, we need to sell 200 of them before the 24th.
Correct. The idea is to be on Christmas. Yes, the idea will be on Christmas Eve. Well, it's run up to the 20th. So we got to get to that number before the 20th as it is right now. But yeah, so in order to do that, of course, yes, we have to have 200 sold by that time. And then, of course, our revenue increases to 15%. The version 2 of the trending bot, which will be giving us access, or the ability, I should say, to send, when we go live here, we will be able to send notifications directly into all the telegrams that are that have the bot installed and be able to instantly access them and hopefully get representatives on the show. Just to give it that extra ability to do that is massive for getting our numbers up. And of course, then we go, if we sell out 250 sold, we get the $5,000 coin market cap listing for the Moon or Dust token itself. Rev share increases to 20%, and we start working on the actual game show itself, getting that out of beta stage and into the next phase here. So if you want to share in the success of Moon or Dust, you can pick up an NFT right now, moon-or-dust.fun. If you go to the main website, you can click it right up here, Mint Mod NFT, and it will bring you to the mint.moon-or-dust.fun site. 32 sold right now, only 250 available. They're 1 Solana each. So pick one up now if you want to share let our success be your success. And they're a good thing too. You can get that 20% revenue generation, given what Sean just mentioned there. Got the Fluence thing going. Sean's about to talk about another thing here, and Sean doing his token review videos as well under Moon or Dust. That's going to be another massive thing as well for it. So it's on the up and up. So once the market starts swinging back here, I think they're going to be a very good investment for someone to hold and share in our success, generate that revenue along with us, and help us get to the next phase too, as far as development, overheads, keeping the game show going, keeping everything we're doing here going. That it all helps us tremendously as well to get to the next stage. So we felt it was best to offer it to the community. So there it is. Go and pick one up. mint.moon-or-dust.fun. Before they're all gone, they're going to go quickly, and you're going to miss them. Like, shit, they were sitting there for a while. Should have done it. Now you can even get one for a project too, right? And put it in your treasury and have it generate along with us as well, and share in the success that way. Give it back to your community as well. It's another option that people can do. So only 1 Solana, let's be the best Christmas gift you ever got.
Yep. Also, got a little intro I want to share. So you got it pulled up for the Moon or Dust reviews. So just want to play it real quick. Another cool little piece of graphic, just something you're going to see right before it goes on. But yeah, let's see it. Yeah, just a good little intro that you'll see in front of all the videos, but thought it was important that we add that extra thing to it, just to bring the normalcy, I guess you can say, like I said, back to what people are used to when it comes to YouTube marketing. And then, okay, let's move on to the next. So we are going to be entering into, I guess you can call it a collaboration with Assure DeFi. So for those that don't know, Assure DeFi is a company that I've worked with for a while now. Through Crypto and Calls, I sell clients over the years, their KYCs, their audits, different things like that. So I've kind of been a business partner of theirs for a while now. Again, they do KYCs. They're one of the biggest ones. Assure DeFi is the first ever project KYC provider in crypto, trusted at this point by over 1,000 projects. So yeah, guys do a really good job. And I can say, going through the process myself, they're very thorough. When they do a KYC, they verify you are who you say you are. They verify that you live where you say you are. Funny story, whenever I was doing a KYC for Operation Phoenix, maybe, in my neighborhood, it's not really new construction anymore. I bought my house about 8 years ago, but it was new construction. And what they do is they make you pull up your location, and it kind of like drops a pin so that you can see it. And I have a lake in my backyard, and it literally was just a pin next to a lake because the subdivision was like so new that it wasn't showing like houses and different things like that. So it literally just showed my location, like the middle of nowhere right by a lake. So it's just kind of funny. Then I had to explain to them that, yes, I'm not just hanging out in the woods. This is in fact my house. It's just a new construction neighborhood. And like at that point, it was so new, like the GPSs and stuff, if you put in my address, it wasn't like picking it up yet and stuff like that. But yeah, just saying that to say that, yeah, they thoroughly check to make sure that, you are who you say you are. And there's a couple different things. I don't know. I'm not going to talk for them because I don't know what they made public or not, but they have a way to really help us find people to go on Moon or Dust. But more importantly, they have a system that we can use to find clients that, yeah, can go on Moon or Dust, but also potentially be paying clients for all of the services that we offer. So that's a huge bonus that they're going to bring to us. So we'll have Fluents out there. They'll be doing their thing with all their clients. We also are going to have infrastructure set up with Assure DeFi to be able to find our own clients. And then what we're going to be doing for them is they had a really cool show called Kill Switch, which let's show it right here. And it is going to be coming on Friday. So midweek reminder this Friday, 5 teams step into the Kill Switch arena with nowhere to hide. So we have our teams right here, the projects right here. No pitch decks, no script demos, just hard questions about why their projects deserve to exist. If you want to see how founders handle pressure in real time, hit the reminder below and watch what happens when talking points run out. So what they're doing is, while it isn't technically on the level of Moon or Dust, what they're doing is they're trying to lean into that crypto entertainment field like us. So we love Moon or Dust because we let people present their projects. It's kind of in a way a fun style AMA to get people to watch, find out about your projects, but instead of just sitting back, listening to that old style AMA that literally no one cares about anymore. So what Kill Switch does is, with Assure DeFi, because that's their thing, they KYC, they audit, they make sure everything's on the up and up. They bring on 5 projects and they get to present their projects. They get a few minutes, and then Chapo, the founder of Assure, pretty sure he's the host, or if not, whoever the host is, they're going to grill those projects. So it's not like those, sitting in a circle singing Kumbaya. Oh, tell us about your project. Your project's so awesome. Everyone go buy it. No. His point is to grill them and to knock off the projects. All right, you're done. We don't like it. Go away until you have your winner. So it's just a really fun type of crypto entertainment thing. Potentially down the road, we're starting off with a collaboration. Probably, hopefully, will turn into more of a full-blown partnership as we go on. Could potentially be folded into the Moon or Dust media empire, or vice versa, and different things like that. So again, we want to start growing that Moon or Dust brand, and it's not going to be just me and Mr. Pixel and Adam. It's not just going to be me on screen and Mr. Pixel and Adam in the background. We can't build it ourselves. A network's building a network. You're not going to have one host across every show. So this is our first step to integrating another potential show. It's coming on Friday, December 12th, which is tomorrow, at 2 p.m. Eastern, which is going to be an hour before this very show, Moon or Dust Trending. So we're all going to hop on over there. We can check it out, show them our love, support them, watch Kill Switch, and they're going to do the same. They're going to send their audience over to Moon or Dust Trending, over to Moon or Dust. So I think it's just a good collaboration. One thing I love about Assure DeFi is, you cut the BS, you get in there. What can we do for you? What can you do for us? And we found a lot of common ground on what they can do for us, what we can do for them. And yeah, we're going to kick this collaboration off. And going over, supporting on Kill Switch and see which direction it heads. There's going to be some other potential stuff coming that I don't want to announce. We'll let them announce it. It will involve us to certain extents, especially from like a production value, because obviously they watched Moon or Dust and was like, we need a piece of that production value, because no one does it like Mr. Pixel and Adam in this space. No one produces the content that they're producing, and the Moon or Dust game show that you can't beat it. There is nothing else out there that is anything like it. So yeah, we'll kind of hopefully bring them up to par and get them going. But yeah, it's gonna be a fun episode. I'm gonna hop on over. We all can hop on over. I'll remind everyone, and we'll go check out some Kill Switch. As of right now, it's running every Friday. Correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. Pixel, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think it's every Friday they've been doing it. I'm not sure how many. I think this is episode 8, if I'm not.
Yep.
Yeah,
it's somewhere up in there.
Yeah.
No, they're not offering money yet. Right now, it's for pure exposure, but it looks like they're probably going to get to a point, which I believe they said, that there will be some financial gain. So it's going to kind of be, again, melded into that Moon or Dust style philosophy. So it was just a perfect collaboration. Yep, exactly. It's just a perfect collaboration for us to start bringing in outside things outside of us, and again, continue to grow. There's a possibility I will lend my YouTube channel over, but again, I'll let them make those kind of announcements as time goes on and as we kind of secure things. But yeah, Mr. Pixel, what do you have to say about Assure DeFi?
I was just sending a message there. Sorry. Mustafa was saying that we should change the dash from the website, and I agree. I think we will get to that at some point. It was just, I'm sure if anybody that's been following along knows how fast this all came together. He was just
are we talking about the Moon or Dust?
The domain name, like Moon Dash or Dash.
yeah, I agree.
By the way.
Yeah, it is. Whenever I'm like on Moon or Dust is showing, I'm like, yeah, go check us out at Mint, not Moon Dash or Dash or Dash this Dash that. It's like this big mouthful,
like a fucking beatboxer or some shit.
Because we wanted to keep the Moon or Dust name, but a lot of the domains with Moon or Dust was already taken. That's why we did the dashes. So that's the issue.
But yeah, we're definitely going to look at probably swapping that out, I think, in the near future. Again, if anybody has been following along, this was, you've no idea how quickly all this was pulled together. Literally on a dime, we managed to get it all together super quick. So, and ever since, it's been just growing and growing and pushing and building and developing. So we haven't had time to kind of go back and, tidy things up as much as we'd like. But, I think, coming into next year, we'll definitely get all these things like squeaky clean.
Yep.
And we're just adding to it. But yeah, Assure DeFi, I'm excited for this, dude, because when we started talking to these guys first, I just thought to myself, you know what? This is great, because these guys also been in the space for a long time, and they understand that, it's one thing to try and, you got to go to where people are at, but if you can create something entertaining enough and valuable enough, they will come to you as well, right? Obviously, a lot of people say, oh, you got to find them where they're at, find them where they're at, but if we can create something really good, I think they see the value in that, as in like creating entertainment, which we're talking about is like a new variety of legit Web3 entertainment. We're talking about regulation, we're talking about mass adoption here. So it's only safe to say, I would imagine, that like things that people are used to right now, they're not going to change entirely. They're just going to get a new Web3 skin. So that's kind of what we're trying to create here. Like, people are still going to want the same convenience. They just want it to be faster, quicker, easier, accessible, this and that, right? But it's not we're not really completely changing the game, as it were. Like, the game is there, the entertainment industry is there, but we want to bring it into the Web3 space and adopt Web3 like prizes, this and that, and what like game shows type brilliantly into that Web3 space, right? And having tokens behind you, like that's your own stock right there. People can invest in the stock of what you're creating. That's the beauty of DeFi, right? And a blockchain as it is. So I think bringing that over and trying to like build what we're trying to build here, Moon or Dust Media, making these connections with not just Fluence but Azure DeFi as well now, and working with these guys, helping them on the production end, you know, advising them, I guess, basically for now. And then they're going to help us on getting our client base, because that's something that they do as well. They're a big marketing agency as well as the KYC stuff. They got the great contacts and things. And again, Sean's already worked with them. So it's a great little collaboration that we've got going on here. So I'm looking forward to going checking that out, and expect to see this show evolving dramatically, I guess, over the next, you know, however long. But the guys are really good on there, and they're really, really nice dudes. So I'm excited to see it. So we would encourage everybody to go over there, show some support from our own mod mafia here, Infinion crew, Lunar Pump crew, whatever hat you're wearing at this moment in time. But go on over, let's show support, let's keep growing, building. But these are awesome awesome connections for us to be making right now as far as what we're building here. And that's why I encourage people right now, hey, NFTs are awesome right now to pick up, because if you can see, we are laying the groundwork for when this market takes a turn, and we're making the right connections, and we're in the door with these connections already as it is. So I think it was great news. Congrats to those people that have picked up some NFTs already. You're locked in. So yeah, exciting times.
Yeah. Also, guys, that's the link to Assure DeFi. We have 182 people watching, 187 people watching. Go to that link and like it. Say Moon or Dust. Let your presence be known that Moon or Dust is going to be in the house. And yeah, guys, we'll be there tomorrow, an hour before Moon or Dust. So yeah, guys, get it.
Hey, ladies. I forgot the jits.
What up,
Mike? What up, Mike? How you doing, brother? Thanks for tuning in, you as well, and everybody else, wherever you're watching from. YouTube, multiple channels, Twitch, X, multiple channels. And we're on Telegram now and soon to be Rumble. So appreciate all you guys tuning in. It's been a great turnout. It seems to be increasing dramatically all the time for us. So that's awesome. But yeah, let's go and check out Kill Switch on Spaces, and let's all tune in tomorrow. We'll talk about it again. So it's going to be on right before Moon or Dust trending, right, Sean?
Yes, an hour before.
An hour before. All right. Well, awesome. Yeah, go and check that out. So and watch this space. Very good collaboration, and a lot of things coming here in the very near future for both us and Kill Switch guys, Azure, and all that stuff. Yeah, I'm excited, dude. I'm excited. It's looking really good.
Yeah, and like I said, Kill Switch, while there is going to be a collaboration between us, it very well could become a full-blown part of what we're doing in the future. So time will tell.
Imagine this. We bring in Kill Switch under the Moon or Dust umbrella, and we start building out this Moon or Dust media empire. Hey, let's bring it to video. Let's bring it to YouTube. Yep. Let's bring it to all the channels. That'd be awesome.
Yep. Like I said, we're working on it. Again, it can't be just us. We have other ideas that we want to do, but it has to be more than just us, and that's ultimately what we're aiming for. So yeah, I know Moon or Dust is number 5. No, I already got it. Let's finish off. Moon or Dust was number 5. Let's finish off Moon or Dust real quick, because we've been talking a lot Moon or Dust. I think we got one final thing to say real quick about Moon or Dust is download that trending bot. Go ahead and add that mod trending bot. We now have 193 viewers, so you can get your project talked about in front of this audience. We a lot of it on YouTube. We definitely have some good X presence. And yeah, guys, 194 viewers. Get your project talked about. All you got to do is download the bot and vote. That's all you got to do. Get in the top 5. You get talked about. You can do it organically if you have the community. You can pay to get in the top 5. You can pay for a multiplier. Not expensive at all. So go ahead, get that bot downloaded, and let's talk about your project.
And there it is. You can be sitting in that top 5 right now. And again, 5 days a week, everybody. Noon PST, 3 Eastern. We go live. So get prepared, get the bot in, and get your votes in, and be on time. And again, like Sean said, you can get that multiplier. So time it for an hour beforehand. Get everybody voting, coordinate, and hey, you can hit that top spot. Get the clip made, get everything done. Be awesome. And we want more and more new projects coming on here. All right, so
guys. Next up is Infinion, and Infinion is, for those that aren't familiar, is the thing that kickstarted this whole thing. It started out, and it is a layer 2 blockchain. It's the world's first ever appreciating blockchain, meaning with every single transaction that happens on the actual Infinion blockchain, a certain portion of that gas fee, because there's a slight gas upcharge, is sent over to the underlying asset, Infinion Plus, making the blockchain go up in value. So hopefully, as we get towards the point where we can get some adoption on that blockchain, it'll be the craziest thing that anyone has ever seen, the way it operates, the way it moves. As people know, L2's not really hot right now. So what we did, we pivoted and we created LunarPump.fund, which is a better version of Pump Fund. More popular? No. Better version? Yes. But hopefully we'll get there. I know Mike's working at some people. I am working with Richard. Shout out to you if you're watching. He's going to play a big part. He's working with people to actually get them. I don't want to give up. I don't want to say what he's doing yet. I'll let him say that, or when he says that, I can say what he's doing. We'll go.
Yeah, we got to get him on the show, dude. We got to get him on the show. He can announce it.
It's a really cool thing that he's doing. It's something in the real world. He's hustling. He's getting it done. I love what he's doing. I think it's going to be a huge hit and bring tons of volume, but not just that, streaming. The tips will be getting utilized a lot within the LunarPump.fund platform. And then we took it to a whole nother level with Mooner Dust. For people that aren't familiar with me, I have my own brand, Krypton Cause Investing, 100,000 plus YouTube subscriber, along with me and Mike having, I guess you can say, like the marketing side, our call channel, all that different stuff, which is what it originally started as. And it's an area of the space that I'm very familiar with. So we decided to launch the game show Mooner Dust, and it has evolved into not only a game show that's going to sell ad space, it has the trending bot. It is now going to start doing token reviews, just so many different things. So I wanted to lean into the part of the space where I actually make a lot of money and I'm familiar with, so that we can actually grow this, grow Mooner Dust, grow LunarPump, grow Infinion, and yeah, hopefully everyone watching right now becomes a huge benefactor, whether you're holding Mooner Dust, whether you're holding Infinion, everything like that. The Infinion NFTs are bits, blockchain income tokens, we call them, or the Mooner Dust NFTs. I mean, our ultimate goal is for everyone right here to be sitting on the beach drinking a Corona, because you got nothing better to do, because all your money's in the bank, and yeah, you're just hanging out. I'll hopefully join you for that Corona. Mike will bring some of his Austrian beer.
Yeah, right. But yeah, I mean, that's the thing, and the idea too as well, of course, Mooner Dust, is we want to create an ecosystem here. Like, we have all these awesome products, all these amazing like token launchers, like, I mean, there's wallet, there's a social media platform, loads of things most people don't actually even know about.
There's so much I didn't even mention it all.
Yeah, there's so many products under the Infinion umbrella. So the only thing we didn't have was the ability to market without it costing us an absolute fortune, and this is what you're looking at right now. You're looking at that, the creation of that
marketing machine. Exactly.
Yes, exactly. So we are trying to do that, and it's there will be a trickle down effect, but we got to read the room. Like, it makes sense. We have to read the room. We have to look at hey, nothing's making money right now. Let's be honest. The few rare gems out there that are probably doing something, but for the most part, there's not much happening. So again, you got to pivot. You got to read the room. You got to do what you think is actually going to bring. So the best thing we can be doing right now is trying to build and create the audience that once, LunarPump is ready and it's where it needs to be, we'll be able to start funneling and growing that on top of this other thing. Once we build our credibility here, start bringing people over, get the trending back going, all roads lead to Rome, if you know what I mean. So
I do. Yep. All right, so that's Infinion. I know a lot of people watching are familiar with it, but it's in the top 5, so we need to give it some extra attention. Again, we talked about Mooner Dust.
We love Infinion.
100%.
No doubt about
Infinion. I mean, it's everywhere. I got pins. I got pins at my house. I got coffee mugs. I got this old coffee mug right here, which almost got me sued. So that was awesome. So that's fun times. Because Mike had to have that rocket in there. So yeah, almost got my ass sued. So
well, thankfully, Mike changed it up and he came up with something even more beautiful. So that was great.
Yep. Yeah. For those that don't know, Operation Phoenix launched and it was a huge success. It was 110x. Squid Grow Joe, Safe Moon Joe, who's still our business partner to this day, was a huge part of it. And we actually contacted the Safe Moon Trust because we wanted to buy Safe Moon. You know, we're like, oh, what's better than having fucking Safe Moon Joe, biggest, you know, probably the best YouTube channel that covered Safe Moon, being one of the owners of Safe Moon. And they were completely fine with our name, our logo. They let everything slide until negotiations fell apart. We gave them a firm offer, told them, you know, this is what we're offering, take it or leave it. They left it. And then literally days later, I got a letter in the mail telling us that I have X amount of time to get that logo taken off and all that fun stuff. So that's why we had to pivot real quick. And, you know, I like the logo even better, to be honest. With the infinity sign in the middle. So yeah, shout out to Mike. I mean, Mike made the design, but yeah.
But it's beautiful. It sums up the tech under the hood in my
exactly.
Why I like it a lot.
So I mean, Mike's design with this was like for the time, it was perfect. Like it was perfect because of what we were doing. You know, we wanted to build first, talk later, instead of talking and then building. That's why Infinion was so fleshed out, because we wanted to do the exact opposite of what Safe Moon did. So yeah, I forgot who ended up buying it, but they did do right by turning down our offer. They did get more money from whatever company bought them. So yeah, no telling what would have happened if we'd have landed that. We would have officially owned Safe Moon. Safe Moon Joe would have been able to continue forward as Safe Moon Joe. But yeah, no telling what would have happened if that would have been the case. Yeah, of course, there would have been some haters. Joe definitely had some haters. You know, Joe blew the whistle. And again, I'm going to take up for Joe. He's one of my best friends in the space. I've been knowing him for years, so I'm always going to take up for him. So you can say I have a little bias, but it's like that thing to where the CEO of Safe Moon was stealing all the money that he was generating, but instead of being mad at him, everyone was mad at Joe for calling him out on it, you know, because the only thing I can think of about rationalizing it is that when Joe came out with his video and I remember when he came out with the video, I had to like text him and see if it was legit because like, I wasn't even like, I thought it was a joke at first because he was like the most bullish person on Safe Moon I ever met. But when he came out the video, he hurt their investments because he was probably the most watched Safe Moon influencer out there. And I think that's where the problem lied. Not that they were mad at him for anything. It's just that he hurt their investment. They didn't care that ultimately it was a scam. All they cared about was the value of their investment to get more exit liquidity in so they can get out. And Joe really hurt that. So he created a lot of enemies when he made that video. I guess
Joe,
you can say.
Bastard. You ruined our scam.
Yep. Well, not their scam because they were just holders, but you know they wanted their exit liquidity, and Joe made it a lot harder for them to get that.
You know, if you know it's a scam, and
true,
you're like keeping that information, then you're kind of part of the scam. You know what I mean? Fair. And I know, hey, don't get me wrong, it's not on you. You're not the person that has to divulge it either. But I mean, you know, you're basically waiting for someone else to come in and be your exit liquidity so they can end up getting scammed unless they figure it out. You know?
Yep. And the thing, and you know, the biggest thing that I respected Joe for is people, especially people not on the YouTube side and stuff like I am, you have no idea what Joe gave up making that video. He had probably one of the most lucrative natural organic channels I've ever seen. I mean, he was generating like $500 a video. That's very hard to do on YouTube. And just based off of views and engagement, like he was making a lot of money doing that, and he blew it all up because he couldn't, you know, promote something that he knew wasn't what he was talking about. So yeah, he blew it all up to let everyone know.
Dude had some morals.
Yep.
And
because trust me, there was almost all the Safe Moon YouTubers, because again, I was behind the scenes with a lot of stuff. They all knew. They just weren't willing to give up that gravy train. and Joe was the one that did it.
Boom. Mike, if you love the Infinion logo, there's a typo in there, sir, but it's okay. If you, he's foreign, he's foreigner. If you love the Infinion logo, follow Mike on X. Call me the Mike. That's the handle, guys. Call me the Mike. There is the man
Call
himself
me the
on that
Mike.
awesome logo. Follow him on X anyways, and join the call channel to Krypton Calls. There you go. Okay, Mike, there you go.
There we
Got your
go.
shameless plug in. Yeah, so get on it. Thanks, Mike, for tuning in. But yeah, Infinion, guys, it's where kind of all began. And here we are now.
We ready to do a quick rundown of Biokrypt?
Yes, sir. I just wanted to ask, Ed, what do you mean? What if you have all of them? What exactly are you talking about? If you're talking about the NFTs?
Yeah, I did see that.
If you're talking about the NFTs, you have all of them? Yeah, well, then you collect all the 20% rev share to however many NFTs you have.
Oh, he's talking about the NFTs. Okay.
I'm just thinking if he is talking about that, then yeah, there's no wallet limit. But when you do buy them, every 2 NFTs, there'll be a transaction you'll have to sign. So just keep that in mind for security reasons, so people can't spam it.
Yeah. You own a big percent like our buddy. I don't think it's a secret at this point. Mustafa owns a huge percent of the Infinion bits. So I don't think it's a secret saying that. So yeah, you get whatever you buy, you get. Yep, no limit.
Mike, you need to live it, not to love it. Fair enough. I agreed.
Yep. Yeah, that's what you're talking about.
NFTs, Infinion, and mod. Yeah, I mean, whatever you hold, that's what you'll generate. However,
now, I mean, you
X by that. Right?
You can't get 250 of them, but if you could, and you bought all 250 of them, you would get 20% of the revenue. Yep.
Yeah, you would. So the more you hold, the more of that 20% you'll be getting a share of. And hey, also the more chances you'd have to actually play in the $3,000 show. So if you bought if you bought 250 NFTs or what's left right now, and then we do the Christmas special, and then because you have so many slots on the wheel, you want to be one unlucky bastard not to get to play on the Christmas special.
I know, right?
You're not kidding. You win back, a chunk of it. That would go towards your discount. But hey, you would also be assisting the Moon or Dust token right now as well, because obviously, like we said, with each milestone that we pass, the Moon or Dust token will be getting the burn and earns, and it'll also be getting the coin market cap listing and all those other things. So yeah, that is all super beneficial. Anybody does with the NFTs, it all kind of comes back in here, and the ecosystem feeds into everything else. But yeah, Biokrypt, Sean, you ready to do it?
Yeah. Also, where's Titan at? Titan must be busy at work today.
Yeah. He's
haven't seen Titan.
Probably cranking it hard for the Christmas, I'm sure.
All right, yeah. Let's do a quick breakdown of Biokrypt. We've done it multiple times. This is a centralized/decentralized exchange. They are part of the Microsoft grant program, so they are partnered officially with Microsoft and Google. Their platform is built. It's super smooth. You can buy, you can sell. Go over to the platform, go over to their website. I did a full token review on them. You can check it out right here. It's like 10, 12, 13 minutes long. Talked about them. I showed you how the platform works. Again, super smooth. If you're still operating at the point where you're just buying straight off of Jupiter or straight off of Radium, I mean, oh, what's up, Titan? You're definitely missing out. It's so much quicker when you use a platform like Biokrypt to go ahead and get those buys and sells in. It happens within seconds. There's no double, triple approval and all kinds of crazy stuff that sometimes you got to do at Radium. A lot of times on Radium or Jupiter, you'll get errors and swap errors and all kinds of different things. I'm telling you, if you're an active trader, go get Biokrypt. It's one of the smallest fees in the industry as far as these platforms go. They've been featured in tons of different articles. They also, again, on top of being partnered with Microsoft and Google, 50% of the profits going back to the token. So gotta love that. So that's a quick rundown of the centralized/decentralized exchange, a hybrid exchange, if you will, for Biokrypt. Let's go ahead and see. Do they have any new news? Let's see. The final launch wave is approaching. The visibility is increasing. Listeners are growing. Partnerships are expanding, and trading volumes continues to Escalate. Let's see. Biokrypt's Pro Zeely Sprint. Official conclusion announcement's cool. So they did a Zeely Sprint. We're very familiar with Zeely. We use them a lot to grow our socials and do everything. Great company. So shout out to them. If you're trying to grow your socials and grow your brand, Zeely's not a bad partner, and it's reasonable pricing. The next wave of upgrades and integrations are coming soon, and it will push Biokrypt Pro to an entirely new level. Early users are already trading confident using our AI-powered tools. Yeah, tons of different tools as well. On-chain stop-loss system, bringing smarter, safer trading to Solana. And let's see, we went over this yesterday, so they do have that listed on CoinGecko. Check out that chart. I think they're around 211. Kind of been in that same consolidation again a lot. It's just kind of how the market is. It's at a point to where if no one likes your project, it's just a straight dump. If you are liked, you may not see it mooning if you're a solid project, but you're seeing a lot of consolidation.
Got a sideways action going on.
Which is good, because when money starts coming in and people start looking for different plays, you're going to stand out, which is what, we're doing with Moon or Dust. And we're going to continue to grow. I'm going to continue to meet strategically with different people that I've established relationships with. And yeah, guys, that is Biokrypt. Go ahead. I think check out their X handle. Mr. Pixel has it right there. It's nice and simple, at Biokrypt. Very solid project. At the very least, even if you aren't interested in their token, I'm telling you, and I'm not paid to say this, if you are trading on Solana, go hop on over to their exchange and just watch how easy and simple it is compared to doing it your old style through Radium or Jupiter and stuff like that. So yeah, guys, go check them out. Who we got next?
Biokrypt. There it is. We got Fapcoin. Our guys that were just on the show yesterday, I'll have that clip ready. We can show it tomorrow. I didn't get a chance to get it done yesterday, but we had them on, and it was a good show. It was really good. We had the director on. Yep. Yeah, it was good. They walked away with, what was the final number? 350?
350. You know, it's always funny. It's funny how much it keeps coming down to a big number and a small number.
I know, right?
Notice that? Like, man, it's yet to really be two big numbers or two small numbers. It keeps coming down to $7.50 or $1, $3.50 or $20. Like, it keeps coming down. And the shocking part is all these crazy people keep going for it. They aren't taking that, that offer, which are solid offers. And let me replace the word crazy with degens, I should say.
Yeah.
That man, they are just, people are going for it. Like, hey, going all out, not taking that middle of the road. What was it? Miss Envious had a $410 offer or something like that.
It was like $20.
Yeah, something. And she was going for $7.50 or $1. And she went on. She passed up the $400 to go all in. And she lucky enough won the $7.50. But man, it's just, again, I thought our issue was going to be getting people to play the whole game. I thought it was going to be a rarity to go all the way to the end. And now I kind of go into it just expecting that we're going to go all the way to the end.
I know, right?
I mean, it happens pretty much every week.
Yeah, the only one was the Teardrop crew where Himothy.
Yeah, Himothy was just straight up like, you know what? I'm going to take that offer.
Yeah, I mean, why not? But that was a solid one. But yeah, I couldn't believe it either, man, that people hang in there so long. But hey, that's the degen space. We were wrong about how long they'd hang in there. We thought most people would just be like, yeah, give it to me. But again, once we up the ante, when we get to that point, I think then you're going to start seeing a little more deals. Right now, the top wallet's 1,000. But if you're talking about maybe 3,000 or 5,000, I think you're going to see a lot of deals be taken earlier.
Yes, agreed.
So whenever we do get to that point, that's going to be awesome. And we even have Biokrypt on. They walked
or so we think. We think that the money's higher, people. I also thought that they were going to be taking the $500 offers. And they're not. So yeah, we'll see. I agree with you that I think that will be the case, but I just we underestimate the degens in this space, honestly.
I was going to just say the same thing. I was like, you cannot underestimate the degen, but hey, moving on. And again, like I said, Biokrypt even came on as well. They played at one of the primetime game show editions. They walked away with $7.50 as well. And again, the best way you can do, you want to play on the primetime edition, install the bot. That's where we're looking at right now. We're watching communities that are on there, active hype communities, and you could go on and play in that primetime edition every Wednesday before the trending show. We do this. Check it out. If you're watching on YouTube there and on the website too, you can see all the editions. All the episodes are on there at moon-r-dust.fun. And just, check them out. See if you like it. And again, it doesn't cost you anything to install the bot. You can just install it there directly from the website, get your community voting, and we'll be watching. And if we see someone that stands out, community that stands out, we will reach out the offer to hopefully have the representative come on live on the game show and potentially win $1,000 for the project. So there's many, many reasons why you should install the bot, guys. And again, like I said, it's totally free. And we go live here 5 days a week across multiple channels, adding more all the time. So I get the bot in. Next, we got Fapcoin. Fapcoin, the boys that were playing yesterday, the director himself played yesterday. And again, I said we'll have that clip, but you can watch the episode right now directly on the website or here on YouTube if you have a look. If Sean is, I think probably Sean has probably added it, but you just go to the live tab and you'll see all the episodes right there and look for that one. But yeah, so Fapcoin, I believe they had a little bit of a sell-off yesterday, but they are clawing their way back up, if I am not mistaken.
Let's take a look.
There it is. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, there it is. He just said that
they're doing what they do.
Yeah. Some long-term holder. I think he came into the mod group, the director, soon after. So, oh, we had a long-term holder sell off, but hey, don't worry, we're not going anywhere. And it certainly looks like they're not going anywhere.
See, so what happened was yesterday or today, actually, this was the 11th. People sell off, and people for this token, community's insane. They are waiting for entries. Whenever you see a red, it's followed by that green. It's pretty consistent.
Like, so I think that was the big sell-off there yesterday.
This was the huge sell-off a couple days ago. Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm saying a couple days ago. Yesterday.
It was yesterday. Yeah. So yeah, that was the big dump, and they look like they're crawling their way back up. Hit an 8.2 million all-time high, and because they've been down before. That's the thing about this coin. Since we've started to interact with it, the lore itself was that it was created by the same dev that created Fapcoin, which went into the billies, the $2+ billion market cap range. Again, that became a CTO also, and they want to replicate the same thing. Again, the guy that created it actually left this, hit him with a 6+% dip. Yeah, I mean, you're never ready for it, but it took a huge chunk out of the chart. The guy moved on. The community took it over. They pumped it up to 8.2. I believe the same developer tried to get back in again to get involved, but I mean, how are you going to do that? And like I said, they've been down before. They push it back up. They go down. They push it back up. They took a little hit. They're back at 1.7 now, but it looks like they're certainly working their way back up. What did they go to their lowest there after that dip, Sean? After that sell-off, what did they hit at the low point?
Right here.
Yeah.
Let's see. Looks like they hit. Let's see. We're there right now. So what was that? 0.30 and a 600K. Yeah.
Wow. Hit 600K and back up at 1.70, guys.
Yeah.
So they're going to continuously build. They're making connections. They're connecting with TAS Hub as well, who we've had on the show. They've also been on the prime time. So yeah, I mean, go check them out. It looks like there's a really good entry right now. We've talked to the director. Like I said, he was on the show yesterday. We had him on live, giving us a big deep dive on everything as well, what they're doing, what their plans are moving forward. And it seems like they're just really starting to get going. The community is super bullish over there. What is let me bring this up here, make sure that I got there it is. Yes, so the website is fapcoin.co. So if you want to go and check out the website over there, it's fapcoin.co. It gives you all the lore, shows you the 4chan posts about Fapcoin. It's the same person that was, I think he was saying Fapcoin, then Fapcoin. And so yeah, that shows you that this is the legit one. So, and then the X handle is Fapcoin_CTO. So you can head on over there, check that out, follow along. Any other updates there, Sean, on the X account at the moment?
Yeah, let's see. A lot of reposts. Let's see, just checking it out. Make sure I didn't miss anything.
And there's a competition right now too, right? We got a competition going because, of course,
Is that the pin post? Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, there we go. Okay.
Yep. As promised, I'm going to split the money I won on Moon or Dust with a Fapcoin in mod communities. Rules are simple. Turn notices. What's he trying to say right there?
I think,
turn
that's
on.
meant to be notice.
Okay. Join Fapcoin CTO X community. Follow me in at Moon or Dust. Drop your best frapping meme on this main post. Winners will be picked live via our space below. So that'll be happening tomorrow night. That is 9 p.m. Eastern. That time is my time. So that's Central. I'm probably going to be like 15 minutes late. That's the kids' bedtime. So get the kids settled. Then I'll be hopping on. I think Mr. Pixel is going to be there as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. Yeah, I'll be there. Let's have a look at some of these memes, what we got so far. Titan. All right. Good old South
Titan.
Like it.
Let's give it a like.
All right. What else we got?
We got our guy, Drew.
All right. When a relationship ends, women, man. I fixed the same, but it's not. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. I'm sure most get what he's saying there.
Life is good. It can be better with Fap.
Yeah.
Better not be my Fap bags. I can't find them. My Fapcoin tokens. No, the kids. Thank God. Fap or fapped. All right, got to get some in there. All right, stick figure jacking off. Awesome.
Gotta love it.
What do we use there? Paint? Oh, give me. All right. Heavy is the hand that cranks the hog. All right, someone with looks like AI maybe with the text on a pair of breasts. Oh, this is the classic meme that everybody is very familiar with it.
All right.
All right, awesome.
All the tasks and other requirements. Also, I would be turning in live in the upcoming spaces, tuning in live to the upcoming spaces, excuse me, and I would most likely be winner. Here's my meme.
Left hand fap, right hand fap.
Yeah, guess got a lot of participants, guys. But yeah, go ahead and get on over. Let's win some gotta have the boyfriend meme right there.
Of course. And what is it? So it's going to be what? Is it $350 are going to be going out, or is it like half of that, or what's the total?
I'm not sure how he splits it. The total is $350. I'm not 100% sure how he's breaking it up.
Yes, gotcha. All right, well, don't miss the space then. Make sure and get on over and set your reminder for that spaces and get your memes done. Get your memes in there. And this is tomorrow at 8 p.m. That's your time, Sean, right? Eastern?
Yes, 9 p.m. Eastern. 9 p.m. Eastern. I'm Central, so it's 9 p.m. Eastern.
Oh, you're Central.
But yeah, that's my time. So 9 p.m. EST. So yeah, guys, we got a busy day. We got to go over to Kill Switch. We got to go to Moon or Dust. We got to come to this Fapcoin space. So we are going to be busy tomorrow as usual. When are we not busy?
Buzzers. Holy shit, dude.
All right, guys.
Getting more and more hectic. Wait, we got some more game shows going. Holy shit.
All right. Who's number one? Our guys over at Kurumi. Oh, our guy Merc. Merc's in the house. Good to see you, Merc.
All right, Merc. There he is. Thanks, Merc. Thanks for tuning in, brother. Appreciate you.
All right, guys. Kurumi is number one. Mr. Pixel, want to take it over? You usually handle Kurumi. Tell everyone about it real quick, and then we'll get over to the X and to the charts.
My Japanese brethren, how are you all doing? Good morning, Manny. Good morning, and welcome to another episode of Moon or Dust Trending. You're just getting up right now. And yes, Merc, I agree. Come for the vibes, looking for the alpha. We're bringing the alpha, brother. We're bringing the alpha. So make sure you tell everybody that you know. We know, Merc, you know a lot of people. You get the bot in there, brother. We want loads of new projects coming on. Anything that's hot and heavy right now, we want to shine the spotlight to the audience that we're building here and give them the exposure that is way too goddamn expensive right now to get. And it's totally free. So yeah, appreciate you, brother. Thanks, Mark. Yes, Kurumi. The website is Kurumibnb, KURUMIBNB.com. Go and check it out. Kurumi is a Shiba Inu in the Kabosu family. Kindness, courage, and community. Kurumi carries the Kabosu spirit, a warm, minimal home for a meme with a heart. So basically, this is sending with haste. There we go, attaboy. That's the way to do it. The more and more projects, we want them all. It doesn't matter either, Merc. We know you're a big B&B guy. Shout out as well to the Captain B&B crew. Merc, in case anybody doesn't know, was our first duster. He came in representing Captain B&B.
He was the first
diamond-handed DJing that water all the way to Dust, and he didn't give a shit. That was the Captain B&B spirit. You hold those bags no matter what, baby. So we're hoping to have Captain B&B on again on the primetime edition here at some point soon. So he's like, geez, why'd you have to bring that up? Hey, you are a legend, good sir. So don't you ever forget it. You were going down in the Moon or Dust history books. But yes, Kurumi. So this is basically their Japanese outfit that have launched this token. Super bullish community, and of course it's based around the massively infamous like dogs from this family. So it's the pets of this family. So it's kind of like the lineage of the dogs. You had Doge, Shiba Inu, then you had Nero, which was massive. Doge and Shiba Inu obviously went to the billions. I think Nero went, can you scroll down a little bit there, Sean? I think it went to like 100 million, or maybe that was Kokoro 100 million. Yes, Nero went to 1.1 billion. So it's the same community, I believe. I'm not sure 100% sure if it's the same developer of Nero or Kokoro, but it's definitely the same group pushing for the same dog memes, of course. And they want to replicate, you know, the biggest dog memes. You know, and that's the thing with dog memes, you never know when they're going to pump. And they're looking to replicate the success of all of these tokens as much as they can. They're preparing themselves right now for the market to come back, I'm sure, same as all of us. And they do want to replicate. Hey, even if they hit the lowest target right here, which is 100 million, what are we sitting at right now, Sean, for Kurumi?
I can almost promise you it's 1.8. Up 1.8.
1.8. There it is. So it's sitting at 1.8.
The stable coin itself,
stable, baby. It is stable, that's for sure. But yeah, so they are priming themselves right now. They've been strong. They've been voting hard on the bot as well since they put it in. And they've just been holding steadfast. I think they're just, you know, like Sean said, a lot of the market right now is just going sideways. And that's the best sign you can kind of really hope for, that it's maintaining and not just falling off a cliff. Because once the market comes back, the whole idea is that, hey, we're all going to feast on the bounty here. And those that are doing the prep work now and building and growing, which is what we're doing as well, they're the ones that are hopefully going to reap the rewards when the market does start to come back to us. So yes, KurumiBNB.com, go and check it out. We've talked about them many times. We are looking to get some community representative. Of course, the language barrier can be an issue, but we are looking to get some a representative, or, you know, I mean, it'd be great if we can hear it straight from the horse's mouth, talk to the developers themselves. But again, the language barrier there might be a little too much. But I know Manny is out there looking at it, and he did mention you guys are thinking about looking at those NFTs as well. Well, go check them out. We've dropped some great news throughout this episode about the revenue generation for those NFTs. So skip back a little bit. You've probably seen it. If you haven't, if you're just joining in right now, you can check that out a little earlier. We dived a little deeper into those and check it out. But yeah, any other updates here, Sean, from the X account?
Yeah, it looks like they are live on Binance Square. I actually had to look that up real quick. So it's a Binance Square is Binance's all-in-one social platform built directly into the Binance app and website. Think of it as Twitter plus TikTok plus CoinMarketCap plus a crypto forum, all fused into one giant Web3 content hub. Let's see. Binance Square has a social feed inside Binance where creators, traders, projects, and influencers can post updates, upload shorts and videos, follow trending topics, join creator programs, build communities. So yeah, huge news there. Yeah, they're on Binance Square and inside the app, Binance app at that. So cool.
Awesome. Yeah, they're certainly making moves. There's no doubt about it. They're growing nice and steady here, and they drop little, very, very cute little stories about the dog every day on the X account as part of the content that they drop.
And then we'll also be waiting for this. They're going to have a updated AMA, with Mexi. So yeah, stay tuned for that. 398 members. If you're not a member of that X community, go join that. But yeah, Kurumi, real deal. Yeah, so far we found, again, said it yesterday, we found tons of great projects on the trending bot. some real legit projects.
Yeah, it's been
Looks
great.
like
I'm so
looks
happy
like
with
P
it.
Diddy dropped off.
I know, right? I guess they didn't get the pump. They didn't get the trending effect they were hoping for.
Yeah,
Hey,
I guess
if you
not.
do have it and you push your way to the top spot, hey, be prepared. Like, be ready. Say, all right, we're going to coordinate this, and when we get to the top spot, we're going to have someone ready to go on the stream, talk directly. We're going to get that clip. We're going to take maximum advantage. And I implore you, if you do install the bot and you do get to the number one spot, please take advantage. Come on the show with us. Let the audience hear us straight from the horse's mouth. That's where you're going to get the best results. People need that credibility factor, and nothing brings it more than seeing somebody on camera talking about it that's legit, going on about a solid project, what their plans are for the future. We can only work with what's presented in front of us, so it's hard to know unless you have it out there somewhere. So sometimes, and you can drop some extra alpha up here too and take advantage of the platform that we're building. So if you do get to the top spot, take advantage.
All right, guys. Also, we're going to be ending it shortly. We're at 197 viewers. Tell 3 people to come view. 3 people. We need to hit that 200.
Let's do it. But yeah, and there's the chart, guys. So I mean, like I said, everybody's kind of priming right now. Most charts that we see, the solid projects, they seem to be calling up like a little spring for the most part, the the charts. So it just, there's a lot of sideways action going on. So when you see that, obviously you can see that there's a community there holding the floor. And shout out as well actually to everybody that is watching on Telegram. I just saw our boy Crypto and I drop it in the chat there, because if you're watching on Telegram,
how many people are watching on Telegram?
I don't know right now.
Let's see if we can find out, because it doesn't, let me see if I can see. It doesn't take into account Telegram. So if we have 3 people watching on Telegram.
It says 1.
Oh, man.
Right now,
all right, so we need 2 more people.
But we haven't been pushing that really too much at this moment in time, because we're linking the chats and stuff. So we're trying to get that figured out as well.
Yeah, it's only 1 person watching on Telegram.
It's Crypto Night. But the beauty of watching it on Telegram, guys, if you are watching right now, is you can go and mess around in other apps and things like that, and it won't just shut off for you. That was one of the things he was touting about. So you can, like, it'll pop the screen off for you. Go ahead. Yep.
We're at 199 viewers. So with that Telegram viewer, we actually did just hit the 200 if you take into account the one on Telegram, because Telegram isn't in my totals up here, because Telegram isn't directly integrated into StreamYard, so it's not showing up on my viewer count. So yeah, 200 on the dot. 204.
Oh,
204.
Right.
Okay. Right. We just shot right above 200. So let's go.
Well, all you guys that are watching, of course, we're across multiple channels, YouTube multiple channels, X multiple channels, Twitch, and on Telegram now as well, and soon to be Rumble. So we're going to constantly build, constantly grow this thing. Yeah, so wherever you're watching from, we appreciate you tuning in.
Yeah, guys. And don't forget, pick up that Moon or Dust NFT. Download that Moon or Dust trending bot. Stay tuned for Moon or Dust reviews, which will be starting up very shortly. Not paid for them. I'm going to go ahead and hand pick a couple that I want to do just to kind of get the ball rolling on our YouTube account. It's a solid YouTube account. The live viewership is awesome amongst the game show, amongst Moon or Dust trending. So now we're just going to present that extra offering within it. But yeah, one more time, Mr. P, if you want to touch on the NFTs and trending bot, and we'll close it out.
Yeah, absolutely. So anybody, again, we appreciate you guys for tuning in. If you want to share in the success of everything that we're doing here today, or if you want to be highlighted on the show, let's start with that first. If you want to be highlighted on tomorrow's show, all you got to do, go to moon-or-dust.fun, go up here to the Get Trending, click Add Mod Trending Bot. It'll prompt and open your Telegram. You add it to your Telegram chat, give it the admin permissions, and get your community voting, and you will appear right here on our global leaderboard within our Moon or Dust chat, and we talk about the top 5 Monday to Friday from noon PST, 3 Eastern is the time we go live. On Wednesday, we obviously do the primetime edition of the Moon or Dust game show first, and then we go live afterwards. So if you want that, go to moon-or-dust.fun if you want to be highlighted. Of course, if you get to the number 1 spot, we implore you to come live on camera, talk directly in the horse's mouth, and then we can clip it up after, drop it across all of our social channels as well, and get that extra exposure for you. So just download the bot. And again, from here, we also have the NFTs that are live, and you can click that mint mod NFT directly from here as well, and it'll bring you to this page where there's only 250 ever going to be available. We've talked about the revenue share models. Just Sean just mentioned about the reviews. That's going to be another thing that's going to be getting offered from the Moon or Dust brand now as well, moving forward. Then we also have advertisements for the game show, for here on the trending, and then the revenue that gets generated from the trending bot itself. Is going to, from the boosts and this and that. And that's one thing I actually meant to mention real quick. On the trending bot, there are paid options. Boost your token. You can get a vote multiplier that could last an hour. You get a 1.2x, 1.5x, or straight 2x. Get voting an hour beforehand and hit that top spot. Take full advantage of it if you want. Or else you can just pay your way directly to the top. You can pay to get in the top 5 into the top 3 or straight to the number 1 spot as well. Really good rates. So head on over. That's part of the revenue generation model here for these NFTs as well. And the milestones on the NFTs themselves. Just one final, we get 100 sold. We're going to do 5 Solana live burn and earn of the Moon or Dust token itself. The rev share then increases to 10%. Once we get 200 sold, we're going to do the 3K Moon or Dust Christmas special on Christmas Eve with the host with the most himself there, Sean. The revenue generation from the NFTs increases to 15%. The next version of the trending bot itself kicks into development. We are working on some features of that right now, but to really expedite that. And then once we completely sell out, we're going to do the CoinMarketCap listing for the Moon or Dust token itself, increase the NFT revenue share to 20%, and move the Moon or Dust game show itself out of the beta stage and onto the next iteration that's going to be as well. So the money that we generate from this is all going back into, development, paying out price pools, growth, all those kinds of things. And like Sean said, the recent connections we have with Influence, with Fluence, who he's been working with, we're going to be on their menu now as well. So when they have clients coming to them looking for advertising opportunities, we're going to be right there, Moon or Dust trending. And we're going to have access to these people. We create these relationships. We get our bot installed, and the same with Azure DeFi. You can get on over there with those boys. And of course, like I said, the NFTs, you get them. This is the Moon or Dust token itself. You can go and get involved with this if you want. And again, you can pick up a bag here, join what we're doing, pick up an NFT, share in the success of everything we're doing. Or hey, if you just want to sit back and enjoy some entertainment and watch what we're doing, enjoy the show, share it, engage with the content, that's totally fine too. Everything helps. We understand everybody have their own different financial situations at any given moment. So no one is ever obliged to have to do it. But if you can, we know it doesn't cost anything to help us and share the content and spread the word about what we're doing here. Because again, we're trying to create this platform because we know marketing is expensive. And we've, been in the game. Sean's an expert and he's been doing it for a long time. No, there's no experts in crypto, as we always say, but he's been doing it long enough. And
I was about to say, I don't know if I'm an expert, but yeah.
But you have the connects, you got the experience. So we're going to be driving this thing hard as well for a while. So and we're going to be back again tomorrow. So everybody, what we got on? We got the Azure DeFi kill switch. We're going to try and get as many people over there to that, show the support for all of those guys over there. And we didn't have the giveaway later on in that evening, right? For the Fapcoin prizes, we'll be doing the spaces live, so keep an eye out for the announcements in the telegrams and all that stuff. And of course, obviously, we'll be back tomorrow with our final trending show of the week. Almost made it, Chuck. Where you been, bro? What happened? Busy season. Yes, it is. It sure is. It is a crazy time of year. I'm sure, and Chuck is in the medical care industry as well. So I'm sure even exceptionally busy for that, man. But shout out to you. Everybody go over and check out Fire Chicken too, by the way. We had Chuck on the show. Those guys are beasting over there. I love that token. Very strategic. And basically, arbitrage is, I don't know, he has some slogan. Give me the slogan, Chuck. What is it? It was, I can't remember now. You know it. You know what I'm talking about. I think you gave it to us on the show as well. But yeah, we did a deep dive as well. There's a clip out there on Moon or Dust. Go check them out. They've had a recent pump as well. It would be great to get you up here as well, Chuck, for a little update. Let us know what's going on anytime. You don't got to be in the top 5, brother. We would love to hear an update on Fire Chicken to see what is going on, because you've been on here, you've been at the number 1 spot. We did a deep dive, so we always want to bring back projects that are out there still grinding and get some updates for anybody that might have picked up a bag in the earlier times when you were on the show. So yeah, hit us up anytime you want to come on and give us any updates. That goes for any other projects too that have been up here. You're still out there grinding it, feel free to reach out and give us any updates that you guys got too. And like I said, get the bot installed. Tomorrow's our last day of the week. If you want to be highlighted on Friday's edition, get it in there. But yeah, that's all I got. Sean, you got anything else, brother? Did I miss anything?
No, you covered it all there. It ended. Yeah, guys, we're coming up to the hour-and-a-half mark, so we're gonna go ahead and end it here. And yeah, if we don't have anything else to say, of course, tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern, we're gonna go over and join Kill Switch, so everyone be here for that. It's super fun and entertaining, so make sure you join that. 3 p.m. Eastern, we're here for Moon or Dust Trending. 9 p.m. Eastern, we're going on with Fapcoin to some Twitter Spaces and see who's going to win portions of that $350 that Fapcoin won in the Moon or Dust Primetime Edition. But yeah, guys, that's going to do it for today's episode. I'm DeFi Sean. That's Mr. Pixel. And until we meet again, trade safe.
Play Moon or Dust live and win big for your community or for yourself. Just don't dust. Tuesday, Audience Edition. Wednesday, Primetime. Thursday, Microcap. Think you can take on the whales and walk away with a fat bag? Be our guest for free. Moon or Dust, the most bullish game show in crypto. Visit moon-or-dust.fun for details.